Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Deus Ex Mankind Divided Blind. Now, before I leave for Golem City, I want to make sure that I've explored everything there is to explore in this part of Prague. So, seeing how...
Manipulated. I don't know exactly, but someone saw him in the sewers, at the mercy of a man's voice.
A cult of some kind? They say there is a resurgence.
Pavel is impressionable. The world terrified him. He spent all his time hiding, dreaming of utopias that do not exist.
So, as I was saying, I want to make sure that I've searched everything because circumstances might change after I proceed with the main plot, and I might lose access to some of those areas or some of the side quests. Now, apparently there's somebody lost in the sewers, so let's talk with those women.
Beware the cults. Do not give in to easy answers. It is the age of fear and cowardice, of preying on the weak.
My brother Pavel disappeared 2 months ago, and he is not the first. There is a cult in the sewer. It preys on those who are lost, who are scared. Men like Pavel.
Okay, I am going to investigate that. Now, does this go anywhere? It doesn't look like it. Ah, but there is a newspaper. Unfortunately, it's the same issue everywhere. Okay, now let me take a look at the map. Okay, I'll explore this part first, because this seems to be restricted. There are some enemies around, maybe. So, let me check this part first. There's gas inside, but I presumably can circumvent it by going through here. So I won't need to use my battery to utilize the rebreather. What is this? I don't really know. Some kind of electrics? Breaker unit, or like fuse boxes? I could break this wall if I had the argument, which, how much does it cost? 1 point. Okay, and this also 1 point. Picking up heavy objects. Will it demonstrate how you can throw it on enemies? Nope. But I think you can. I'm considering this. But usually there are other ways, right? I think. Let me think about what else I might need. The additional hacking features, like hacking stealth and fortify, I think I'm going to pass on. Tagging enemies does not seem particularly useful. I suck at stealth anyway. Smart vision might be kind of useful. Immunity to what's the flashbangs? Not really that great. Radar. Doubles the time before an explosive detonates. Not really that useful. Topographics. Okay, so this just makes my map more detailed. None of those are particularly great, I don't think. Out of this, I literally need nothing. Icarus Landing. Now, I wanted that, didn't I? This looks cool, but it is one of those experimental orgs. And I think I would like to explore which one of the regular ones I would like to have before moving on to others. I like prosthetics, improved stamina. This is 2 points and I get jumping higher, which is situationally useful. I think I'll go with the strength upgrade just for more ways to move around. There might be other ways, but I might not always notice them. So yeah, let's go with this and this, because to be honest, as boring as they are, I enjoy passive arguments because they don't require I didn't have energy, so my rebreather didn't work. I enjoy passive arguments because they don't require micromanagement, and I'm rather bad at micromanaging my stuff in games. I often, get lost during combat when a lot of things are happening. I don't always remember to use my orgs, the active ones. So instead, if something just powers me up, even by a small bit, but continuously, it's easier for me to use. Now I'll take one bias cell. Presumably I can close the valve. It's no longer draining. Okay, there's a dead civilian here and I've got the biocell back. But what's the precise point of this location, I wonder? Okay, I'll keep that in mind because this is some kind of a secure area again. I don't want to wander in there yet, but I'll keep that in mind. And for now I'll just explore this part that's not, not restricted.
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
Okay, I'll check this. And there are 2 of those capture nodes. And the firewall as well.
Trace program initiated.
But I should have just enough time to get through it. Okay. Now. There's a... Is that a police bot? What is it shooting at? Well, whatever it is, I should probably... No, which button was it again to change the ammo? R, I think. Okay, those are the EMP rounds. Okay, that didn't... It wasn't as effective as I would have liked. And do I have any... I have literally 3 rounds for the regular... Yeah, that's... That is problematic, to be honest. Do I have any other weapons? Not really. I thought... Because in Human Revolution and in Deus Ex 1, EMP rounds actually destroyed. I mean, there were no EMP rounds, but for example, EMP grenades, they literally destroyed bots, like completely. So I thought this is what is going to happen here. It was clearly shooting at something, but I don't have a reliable way of dealing with it. Although it seems to be perhaps broken, it isn't shooting anymore. and it was clearly shooting at someone up there, which that someone wasn't me, by the way. It was, oh, it is still shooting. Now how would I stop it? Damn it. Yeah, that is a little bit of a problematic situation, to be honest, because I wasted all of my ammunition and accomplished, maybe that's nothing, but very little. And I have no solid idea on how to... I can't move in here because, yeah. Whoever it is shooting at is probably already dead. Wow, there are like... Okay, I can't deal with that. Unless there is like a computer that would allow me to disable the bots, then I can't possibly deal with them, to be honest. I just don't have the necessary equipment. But they seem to not attack me, which, well, I guess I am technically not a criminal in their eyes or something, but I wanted to save whoever they were shooting at, if only to question them or something at a later point. But I think everyone is probably dead at this point. There's been quite a lot of shooting, and yeah, I've seen the bodies. So overall I've wasted all of my ammunition and accomplished nothing along the way, which is pretty annoying if you really think about it. Okay, there's like a cell here or something.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, this leads somewhere, but it's presumably to the other level, as opposed to... So this leads all the way to the surface. Interesting. But still not sure how that helps me in anything. Well, I guess it gives me 300 EXP, which in itself is not half bad. That's a lot of stuff. Now, do I dare to steal it? Where am I even? It's like an empty... no, it's actually in a bar. Interesting. Well, let me read the pocket secretary. Maybe it'll betray what this is about. Teresa, shipment probes. Man is really nervous about the last shipment. He wants out. The handlers at the O2 warehouses are used to seeing the driver rosters, and I'm worried the lad's going to fall if they start asking too many questions. I know you think medicines and stuff is important, but I don't want him to lose his job, or worse, because of helping you. If you really can't wait until the usual, move the stuff yourself. It's all in the basement of the Daitaga. I'll get you inside. Am I in the basement of the Daitaga? Nope. It's actually a whole different bar, isn't it? Is it here? I seem to remember it. Well, I don't feel if those crates are supposed to be items intended for the people in the ghetto, then I don't feel well stealing it.
Should have come from one of the apartments, maybe.
Oh,
You should stick close by.
ahoy.
This is not over.
What
My
are you
wife
doing
is
with that?
here.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
She wanted neuropozyne. Now I have only one dose, so for now. So
As you wish.
I think I'll save it, just in case somebody like is, I don't know, dying from withdrawal, or you know, some really critical situation that I can help them with. But yeah, as much as I would like to, let me look at that. Fall of an empire. America has flourished. Growth might ultimately lead to its demise. Bloated government, bloated population. Bloated population. Excuse me. I know that it's probably talking about the numbers, the number of the population, but bloated population has made me think of the obesity crisis. Bloated populace. Oh, I guess it's both ways. Population would be the number of people, and bloated populace would be the actual people being bloated. Whisperers of the discontent with the federal government. All this has led to a crisis point. The next 3 decades will not see the complete dissolution of the United States. Strong rumblings that some states will secede from the Union. Oh, yeah, and it will actually happen by the time of Deus Ex 1. And the second American Civil War could be just around the corner, which also kind of happened in Deus Ex 1. Although it wasn't... Wait, how did I get here? Am I losing my mind, or... Like, there should be a whole another path to take here, right? I'm pretty confused. How did I... How did I get in here? This... I got here from the sewers. What is happening here? Am I going insane, or am I simply an idiot? That's also a strong possibility, but... okay. I'm just an idiot. Regular old stuff. Yeah, as much as I am tempted to steal all those goodies here, because there are a lot of them, cash, biocells, whatever, but if it's really intended for the people in the ghetto, then I really feel like they probably need it more than I do. I'll be content with the 300 EXP reward for getting here in the first place. Now, about the bodies, I wonder who the bots actually shot dead. But what I'm even more interested in is why they aren't hostile to me. You'd think they would assume, seeing me down here, that I'm one of the criminals as well. But it's apparently not the case, so now I just need to figure out... Yeah, area secured, but everyone is dead. Which I guess is exactly what they mean in this particular situation. But I would like to see who those guys were that they shot dead, you know. There are bodies on the upper level, but I'm not quite sure how to reach it. Wait, there's a breaker right there, so maybe if I'm quick enough, I can actually reach it before it kills me. So, who are those people? Civilians. So, why did they kill them then? Civilian. Damn it, that was a... It was actually a named NPC, probably a part of some quest. Well, now she's dead. I'm not going to reload to save her, because to be honest, I wouldn't even know how. I couldn't even stop one of those bots, let alone all of them at once. So whoever those people were, I guess they are done for. But that leaves me ready to... That leaves me ready to investigate that part. Who is that?
Please don't tell anyone. Viznik's not supposed to be here. Shh. But I am here.
I'll take your word for it.
As part of it, the hive mind inside the gate, I questioned what holds us together. Where? Why? Now this. Exiled from exile. I have been disconnected.
Disconnected? Disconnected from what? I don't understand what you're saying.
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains, may not always misfire like these. He did this to me. It's what it does. But I can't force you, because I'm not like him.
Not like who? Who forced you?
Together, they succumbanize to him. Him, the opportunist, the savior, the rat. When I resisted, I saw. It made him fear me.
You've obviously been through something. Someone's harmed you. If you can help me understand, then maybe I can help.
Yes, okay. You'll be fine. I can tell. You'll understand. You'll empathize. Because what it really is he's just like us, but more. It's a cry for help. You'll pick up on that.
What's a cry for help?
The little mind thing. The persuasion. He's trapped by what he can do. Just like the rat. It makes so much sense now. Those most scared of what the world had become were most likely to cling to the first alternative. Now they're all insignaled.
Let me see if I got this straight. Everyone beyond the gate is insignaled to something. Like the rat.
Exactly. I'm glad we understand each other.
I have a feeling Jensen doesn't really,
Just remember,
and neither do
you'll
I.
only be able to confront him if he knows that you know that he knows. So, obviously, you'll need the name. The name. I'm not supposed to give it away, but I must. I must. And then you must. Yes?
Yeah, I am willing to confront whatever has happened to him. Again, I will accept just so that he tells me more. In the end, I can always decide not to do this quest if it turns out to be something I wouldn't do. But I do want to help him, and what I think is happening here, judging from what he said, is that this is like a rogue splinter of the Church of the Machine God, and they tried to do the whole ascension thing already, you know, linking everyone's brains together, but it didn't work, obviously, probably.
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confront someone who's harmed you, who may be harming others. I'm willing to do that, but I need to know more about what's happening.
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to uncotangle him from the others, to resist the mentality. They need to be eased out. Figure out what holds them all together, because it's not his personality. When you finally see Richard for who he really is, you realize it cannot possibly be that.
Richard, huh? Alright. Let's go see what I've agreed to.
The Pied Piper is a rat. A rat!
Okay, so I have his key card, which will open this. Beyond there is no rain, no animals, only my voice in the clouds. To this final gate of the mind, hounded through the rain by animals. Richard is great. Richard is great. Contact, hello, good people don't go upstairs.
Stranger, he should not be.
Outsider, he's not one of us.
Do not look at him.
He will harm us. He cannot harm us.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
Experiments of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
You're in a utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrors. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
Okay, very clearly, this is not what I imagined. This is not a singularity of a computer kind. Instead, it seems he's clearly affecting my mind somehow, because apparently he's benevolent, optimistic, and pacifistic, and he's a great man. His words are an extension of his benevolence. So clearly, he's manipulating my mind. The desire to please him is overwhelming. Richard is a great man. Well, to be honest, at face value, I really don't have any proof. Like, I don't know for a fact that he's doing anything wrong. It's just the way he's talking and the way he's seemingly exuding control over my mind makes me feel that there's something wrong. And of course, it's a game, and usually there is something wrong in stories like that. But but I'm curious, can I, maybe it's like a non-standard game over? If I succumb to him? Like, I'll indulge him for a second, see what he says.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? With Wisnik?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
Like, this is very interesting, because everything that wants me to confront him is coming from my knowledge as a player, but not my knowledge as a character. Like, I haven't seen him do anything wrong, and like, I'm not sure how much Jensen is aware of what's happening to him, because very clearly I'm being kind of mind controlled here. But yeah, I do think he's probably harming someone. It's, you know, what he's saying is too cool to be too good to be true, and the way he's saying it and the whole mechanism of this conversation is making me think and feel that there's something wrong, but I don't really have concrete proof on that. So I'm kind of, I wonder if it'll fail the quest if I do that, because I would very much like to explore a little bit and like find some concrete accusations against him, rather than just saying, "Oh, I think you're doing something wrong," and but I don't have any concrete proof yet. Well, I'll try that, see what happens.
come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, find a way to confront Richard. Now I wonder if I'll get a non-standard game over if I stay here for too long. The influence over these people over me isn't natural. Well, I must at the very least investigate this.
He's freed us from dark thoughts. They do not exist here.
You are not your outdated documents. You are one of us now. We are versioning humanity.
Okay, this all is immensely creepy, but again, this is mostly my experience as a player and as a, you know, as a consumer of stories. Like, I recognize this as something bad because the vibe is bad, is creepy and, you know, wrong. Good people don't go upstairs. Good people do what they're told. Don't ask why. Don't doubt. Don't disturb Richard. Good people don't die. That last part looks vaguely like a threat, to be honest. Like, as long as you're good, I'm not going to kill you, something like that.
It's important not to doubt. Do not be like Wisnik.
You're pretending to be something you're not. Maybe we all are.
The original six were drawn to Richard's voice. He listened.
It's like some kind of like Persianing Humanities by Richard the Great. So it's like their holy book or something. Richard's Exploration of the Mind. Ah, I saw this upstairs. Upstairs in the city. He's like a.
Welcome to the next stage of
apparently he's like a magician, like a maybe he learned some tricks in his previous career. Microphone. Yeah, I can't really confront him yet. But good people apparently don't go upstairs, so if I use the ladder, they will all see it. Instead, I'll try to go out and go through the other entrance out there. Now,
I can still hear it. It's like a mosquito in my brain.
okay, that's a disturbing sound, because there was in this broken wall, there was a way to get up and then into this protected area, which I assume, judging from the topography of the place, must be the hideout of the cult, right? I think, no. Well, I guess I'll see soon enough. Oh. Huh. It actually isn't. This is... interesting. This is the toy shop near my apartment. Okay, so that doesn't exactly help me, so I guess I need to go through the ladder anyway if I want to confront Richard.
Visnik could use some help.
Good people don't go upstairs. Well, I'm afraid I must. Can I read anything out of his book? I can't put out my weapon.
I need you to stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience?
Because, presumably...
You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes.
Because presumably I'm being mind-controlled to quote-unquote be good. And good people don't go upstairs.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
What is that? Is that... Frick.
This is what happens when the outside world tries to prevail.
Okay, that didn't really work that great. Well, let's try that again.
Brace yourselves. Close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond the... Get away from there.
Okay, now this is obviously important
We will go to great lengths to protect what we've created.
in some way. Security rating 5. Okay, that's tough. Yeah, I doubt... Maybe I should use one of those hacking thingies I have. So I doubt I can do it, actually.
Anomaly detected.
Although the other directories aren't as protected, so maybe I can.
Access granted.
One among you is armed to the teeth. Is a tree of thorns.
And what is this about? is this just an alternate entrance? Because I seem to be out of the range of his mind control. Well, to be honest, by all evidence, I've actually beaten unconscious an innocent man. Like, technically speaking, like I haven't yet found any concrete evidence of his wrongdoing. Community initiative. Advancement development in social augmentation designed to create new kinds of shared space. Early implementation proved underwhelming, though a handful of innovative entertainers amplifying the experience by handpicking their audience. If they were more or less likely to submit to whatever shared fiction was being proposed. The thought of this kind of initiative pushing into theaters is a thing of distant past. The consequences are too terrifying. The community initiative was praised as the best kind of new technology, the kind that promised to bring us all close together. So I guess he's using like an advanced social implant?
Have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut.
Well, maybe he has some.
These are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Those of us who feel called, who feel compelled, are bound by a desire to escape from something, bound by a desire to forget for our own reasons and in our own ways. We have seen the world for what it really is and decided to turn away. This act of turning is what makes us human. Okay, but that doesn't... None of it, you know, proves that he... proves in concrete ways that he was doing something wrong, and I would very much... Okay, I destroyed this man's dream and haven't even found a solid reason of why I should do that. Which, to be honest, sounds kind of like a dick move, but well, I didn't kill him, so he could always just restart it. But I feel like I've done this quest wrong. I didn't want to attack him, but I thought maybe I can talk to him face to face, but he took out his weapon when he noticed me, when I entered through here. So, yeah, I feel like I've done this quest wrong. Like, I've done it sort of backwards. Instead of first finding the evidence and then confronting him, I confronted him outright, not really knowing why, which is kind of fucked up when you really think about it. Because the other people are probably going to be furious with me now, now that I have destroyed their community, and I still don't really even know why. What does the quest log have to say about it? Oh. Is it simply done? Wait. Yeah, I damn it, I feel like this was a huge mistake. Because technically I quote-unquote finished this quest, but all I did was destroy their whole project, and I'm not sure why.
I feel strange. I feel like myself.
Who goes for this stuff?
What if our happiness isn't real?
I feel different. Why do I feel different?
You ruined it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
The sound in my head is gone. I had grown accustomed to the sound.
I kind of did ruin it.
I do not understand what is happening.
I don't understand what is happening either. And it's kind of... I feel kind of bad about it.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone. I am alone.
Well,
the rat kept pressing and pressing and
damn it, I feel I've done it wrong. I don't even understand what exactly has happened here. And yeah, I did, I'm sorry. I did ruin it, and although, to be honest, I knocked him out temporarily, so, you know, technically speaking, nothing stops him from, waking up in an hour or so and restarting this whole thing, which, is an argument to be discussed whenever you follow such a non-lethal route in a game. But then I don't even know what exactly he was doing. Like, obviously he was exerting some kind of mental control over them, which in itself seems wrong to me, but I don't have any solid proof of what exactly he was doing wrong. And I feel kind of bad about this whole affair. Like, I've done this quest wrong. That's how I feel about it. But it's done. It's literally, it has disappeared from my quest log. It is in the history section now. So yeah, I don't feel good about it at all, to be honest. But with that being said, I think I'm done on this part of the city, because this is in Hlavny Apartments, which is in the Chisty district on the other side.
Even neon.
But that, yeah, that didn't go well, didn't it? Like, I very intensely feel that I screwed up this mission, and I feel kind of bad about it, because as I said, as much as I can have a feeling that, quote-unquote, that something was wrong, I didn't get any solid proof, and instead I still, like, destroyed those people's dreams, their whole project, without having a solid reason to do that, apart from the fact that it, quote-unquote, felt wrong to me. So, yeah, That's not optimal. But what can you do? I'll go through the natural line again just to annoy them, through my civic disobedience towards their bullshit laws. Now, Chista, that's here. They didn't reprimand me this time for using the wrong card. I guess they've got tired after I've done it so many times, unless they only do it after I exit through here.
Get out of there.
Not come soon enough.
Well, I guess they don't do it at all.
I get blamed for everything.
Well, okay, so I'm off to the apartments. Somewhere around here, right? Yeah, Hlavní apartments.
Nemůžu se dočkat.
That could kill a few hours.
Who listens to that garbage?
Everyone is doing it. Why not me?
Now, I don't remember which room was it, but I guess now that I'm breaking into rooms, I might as well break into freaking all of them to see what's inside.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Okay, I think I should have enough time.
Access granted.
A safe, an open safe with a pocket secretary inside. Interesting. Update on your parents' property safe. Mr. Pribble, thank you for communication on behalf of Palisade Property Bank for your situation. We've established contact with your father's attorney to include you as an interim legal account holder. Ah, so his parents, this person's parents died? Proxy control of self-set box until your parents' situation is legally resolved. Oh, I guess maybe they didn't die because how could, like, their situation could be legally resolved if they're dead? You know, being dead isn't that complicated as far as legal situations go. You just go through the inheritance process. How the bank works. The code for your parents' security is something. Aware of your parents' relationship with Palisade, including any and all governmental authorities. I look forward to meeting you and being a client. Thomas Romanek. Okay, this might be useful later on. Not sure how much help is it at this moment. Interesting. A TV in the bathroom, so that you have a bath and you watch TV. An interesting proposition. I must say. You can also watch TV while on the crapper. Okay, maybe the computer will... that doesn't seem particularly nice to be breaking his wall, especially because it'll go all the way outside, so maybe the computer will shed some light on the situation here. Update on your parents' status. Recent raid upon the offices of the Foundation for Augmented Advancement. Discovered your parents' names among the regular contributors. Have been summarily deported to Utule Complex because they are ARC sympathizers. Property of a terrorist colluder is subject to full seizure. A moratorium on confiscation of your parents' condominium. Storage locker remain in your possession from Golem. Been unable to contact your parents. The authorities assure me that all is well. Of course they would. Otherwise all property will be confiscated and your sister will become a ward of the state. So I guess he was abroad, and they told him to return to take care of his sister and his family, like family home, family apartment, whatever you would call it, after it was confiscated. I mean, after the parents were resettled to... Okay, that doesn't seem wise to go through here. Resettled to Golem City. Let's check this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Damn it. Okay. In the meantime, while this recharges, I'll go up and search through some... Why are those the gangsters? I thought there's a shop in here. Are they hostile because they saw me sneaking through the other part? I'm not quite sure, to be entirely honest. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, bodyguard. I'm pretty sure this was a vendor, so... What I'm not sure is why are they hostile to me?
Nothing. You! Check the area. Hey!
Can I still buy something from him while he's out? From his kiosk? Apparently not. But I'm not sure why this is the case. And I find it a little bit perturbing, because if the whole city is going to be hostile to me now, then it is obviously going to be a problem.
We're exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake.
Okay, but let me see. Maybe this is just the room, and the whole shop was just a front for drug. 202. No, this isn't it. So yeah, I'm not sure why they attacked me. I might be in a... I might be in a bit of a pickle here, to be entirely honest. Read that already. and I don't feel particularly great about it either. I'm not going to steal from them because I'm not even sure why they attacked me in the first place. But there does remain this part over here, which has a laser and is some kind of protected room on the other side. So at the very least I should probably check that. But this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to end it here and continue in the next one. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!